for you is I'm going to set up a treatment plan for you so we can address that issue. You understand? So what I'm looking at your history, and mind you, it was dismissed, but we got the fraudulent use of identifying information. We got a theft of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, possession case, unauthorized use, another fraudulent use, and another unauthorized use where you pled guilty to that. So I'm trying to figure out what is your issue? What's going on?
Enjoy the video. Hit the like button.
Okay, where is Esperanza Marino? All right, come on down. All right, so where are we on the case and where are we on the application for a PR bond? Let's start with where we are in the case.
Judge, on the case, I made an offer. There is some discovery missing that Valerie noticed today that I'll request today.
Okay. And
Shouldn't take more than a couple weeks to get it. It's a 911 call and an IDR.
okay. And I was just asking because I know that this court only does indicted cases, but I saw that this was a state jail felony. So I hope that would help expedite things for you. Okay. So where are we on the application for a PR bond?
We have an agreement, Judge. We agreed to a PR bond with GPS.
Okay.
If we can waive fees, Your Honor, since she does not have employment at the current time.
All right. I'll waive fees on that and waive fees on the PR bond as well. But here's the thing, Miss Marino, let me just tell you what happens. It hasn't happened in this court because I've never given instruction to people on this, because usually a PR bond is granted at the county magistrate's level. So it never comes to me for a granting of the PR bond. But let me just tell you what I've seen. People get PR bonds and then they disappear. They don't show up for court. And that becomes a problem because even though you're on a PR bond, you're supposed to appear. And when people don't appear for court and they're on a PR bond, more likely than not, they end up getting remanded without bond. You understand? So do you have a place to stay? All right. Is your correct address in the system? Can you make sure you get her address to make sure her correct address is in the system?
1705 San Francisco.
Oh, no. I mean,
Okay, yes, and it does match the PR bond, the pretrial report. She has several addresses listed, Your Honor, but the 1705 San Francisco is her father's address where her 4 kids and her father reside.
All right. Is Child Protective Services involved in your life? All right. I need you to take your mask down so I can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Is there going to be drug issues with you?
Right.
Now, mind you, I'm not saying any of this is true. If there's no drug issues, why do I see all of these cases? Now, I noticed that they've been dismissed, but why are you having all of these cases?
I don't have a drug trust. I was just previous relationship that I've been and got into it, and then they just went there with the
But I'm looking at your history. Now, mind you, I'm going to follow your agreement, but I'm trying to figure out what conditions to set for you so that 1, you'll be successful in life, and 2, you'll show up for court when you're supposed to. You understand? So if you tell me you have a drug problem, then the only thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to set up a treatment plan for you so we can address that issue. You understand? So what I'm looking at your history, and mind you, it was dismissed, but we got the fraudulent use of identifying information. We got a theft of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, possession case, unauthorized use, another fraudulent use, and another unauthorized use where you pled guilty to that. So I'm trying to figure out what is your issue? What's going on?
My previous relationship that I was with, every time we would get into it, and I ended up being in the car to get the tickets, or I would go to work and I wouldn't get back on time before it's stolen. That's now
All right. Why are they requesting that she go to Haven for Hope? Does her father want her living with him?
I have asked her that several times and she says yes.
I do.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, you may live there, but the question is, does your father want you there? Because it appears to me that you have a lot of chaos in your life, and children do not need chaos. And there's a reason why your children are with your father as opposed to being with you. And I know that reason is not just because you're at the Bexar County Jail. Usually it's because there's some kind of drug issue going on, or usually somebody has chosen their man or their woman over their children. So how old are your children?
19, 16, 15, and 10.
All right. Yes, I'm not going to allow her to live with her father. I mean, unless her father provides the court with a notarized statement, or either her father comes in and tells me that he wants her there, I'm not going to allow you to stay there. You understand? So you're going to have to go to, they're recommending Haven for Hope. And they will transport you from the jail to Haven for Hope, which is what I'm going to have them do, because there's something else going on here that you're not telling me. It's all right. Let me just tell you what I tell everybody else. You're saying, you know, it's the boyfriend or it's the husband, whoever it is. But one thing I know for sure, if you hang around a barbershop at some point in time, even though you don't intend to, you're going to end up getting a haircut, whether you need it or not. You understand? So there's something else going on with you that you're not telling me, because there's no reason why your father would have your children. You understand? All right.
They allow GPS runner at Haven for Hope. I would assume so,
Yes.
as long as
Yes.
it's a reportable address.
Yes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Haven for Hope, and Haven for Hope is actually going to pick you up from the facility. And Marcus, when do you think you'll have all the information for her?
Within 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'll do it today.
All right, Miss Ferguson, on this case, can you give them a reset for 3 weeks? And I'm going to have you actually sign the reset form, so there will be no excuse about you not appearing in 3 weeks. You understand? All right, so we're going to come back on September 15th, and I'll fill out this application with pretrial services. And I'm going to have them do drug testing. So I'm sure it's supposed to be negative, because that's what you're telling me, that you don't need any help, right? And if your father provides the court with information that he wants you to live in the home, then the court will reconsider.
And Your Honor, I can prepare an affidavit, correct, and bring it to you and.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm going to put in here, there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. So if you want to see your children, your father will have to be present to supervise. You understand?
She just said you can see every survivors. You know, unsupervised.
And I'm going to do drug testing. I'll waive the fees, and it's going to be random. All right. Is there any mental health issues or anything of that
Not
nature?
I can tell yet, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, then, as far as the PR bond for the misdemeanor cases, you'll have to,
I think she's on bond unless they filed in a revocation.
okay. All righty,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome.